Hey there, everyone. I'm back with some more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Standard, and today's deck is actually a deck I saw that won a RCQ out in Germany. It won the whole match or the whole tournament. So I've been wanting to play this the Mono-White deck for a while now, but I hadn't really taken a look at it to see how it did. But after looking through it and testing it out and seeing how it does, it's a pretty fun deck. And the idea behind it is you've got a lot of small, low to the ground creatures, a lot of one drops, a lot of creatures that take advantage of second spells or additional spells cast during the turn, and also ways to get search your library for land and get those one drops out. So you're powered by Momo, the friendly flyer. Pretty nice for the first non-Lemire creature spell you cast with flying. You get a one generic mana discount on it, and then whenever another creature you control with flying enters, Momo gets a +1/+1, which plays nicely with the Nurturing Pixie. You also have other flyers like Sage of the Skies and Starfield Shepherd. But then, speaking of which, you have Starfield Shepherd, which is really nice to allow you early in the game to go get a land if you need it, or mid to late game, it lets you search your library for a creature, which is really nice. And oftentimes you'll be pulling Momo or Nurturing Pixie, and every once in a while the Figure of Fable. But then you also have Sage of the Skies, which capitalizes on additional spells cast. You can get that token copy. You also have the Cosmogrant, which also does that, pumps your team, and also lets you put soldier tokens on the battlefield. And then you have Halalia, Guided by Light, which is pretty nice for warping in to play into that second spell trigger. And also you get life gain, and if you gain 3 or more life in a turn, you get to draw a card. And then we also have Voice of Victory, which is really helpful for shutting down your opponents. And if you have Halalia on the battlefield, you get the life gain from the mobilized triggers, which is really nice. Of course, your opponents can't cast spells on your turn, so it's really nice for shutting down the game. Then we have a little bit more acceleration with the Springleaf Drum, which you can use oftentimes with stuff you warp in. It's pretty nice. You can take advantage of those before they warp away to activate the Springleaf Drum. And then a little bit of removal with the Seam Rip and the Get Lost. Now the deck runs 21 lands. I've noticed in later copies of the decks recently that they've been running Cavern of Souls. It's mainly to push through your humans, your angels, and every once in a while the Nurturing Pixie, so they resolve without having worried about them getting countered. And then you also have the Abandoned Air Temple to pump your team mid to late game. So it's a pretty aggressive deck. Does pretty well against aggro and against control. So it's pretty fun to try out. So let's go ahead and hop on the ladder and give it a shot there. Just a quick note though, the first two games in this video, my microphone had cut out. They were good games, so I didn't cut them, but the microphone had cut out, so there's no voice audio, but there is game audio. So you just won't hear me talking, but you'll see the gameplay. But then the rest of the videos, rest of the games are normal as usual. So let's go hop on the ladder and see how we do.
reckoning has come. Dark days lie ahead.
Go ahead. Activate an air temple. Okay. That's a bummer. But that's fine. Go ahead and recast Momo. Go ahead and put some counters on it if we can. Ooh, we've got a Get Lost coming. So they're going to have that to contend with. Nice. And we'll go ahead and well, they got a counter. No. They can activate their land, but we're representing lethal. Nice. Sweet. That was a grindy game, but glad to get it. Alrighty. Yeah, we could actually play this. We might be able to do Momo, then maybe if we can get another small spell, we can cast Sage of the Skies pretty quickly too. So let's go ahead and keep it, see how we do. Okay. This will help. And I think we'll go get a Nurturing Pixie. Cast that. Bounce back the Shepherd. Attack with Momo there. Bummer. Okay. Okay, so we're going to cast the warp cost Starfield Shepherd for the warp. Then we'll do the Sage of the Skies, and that'll boost Momo, and then we'll go ahead and attack there. And yeah, we'll get another pixie. Oh, should have cast. Well, the Sage of the Skies. It's full price now. Oh well. Guess we'll have to do that next turn. Go ahead and attack there. This one is the first non-glimmer creature spell with flying I cast. Alright. Go ahead and hard cast that. Go get a plains there. Alright, I sense a board wipe coming, so... possibly, at least. If I do sense a board wipe coming, I should probably lay off the casting anything else. Gonna go ahead and attack with everything. Good. Pump that. Okay, I had a feeling they had to get lost. Alright, let's go ahead and use that mana. I'll use it on Momo. Springleaf drawn. I'm gonna go ahead and just put that in the graveyard. Oh. I was expecting a Day of Judgment. Instead, we get Beza. Alright. They're conceding. Okay, we'll take it. Good win there. Couple Springleaf drums. I think I'm going to keep it. I like our land. Anytime we can have a lot of mana resources, I'm always up for it. Okay. We doing a Landfall Gruul? Yeah, Badger Mole. Brutal. Okay, third Springleaf. Okay. Alright, go ahead and cast this. Go get a Nurturing Pixie. Now we'll go ahead and auto pay that. Bounce that back there. It's gonna have 6 mana available. Ugh. What are they gonna cast? That'd be big. think we'll use this. Go get another. Returning Pixie. And wait, yeah, we'll use that. Tap that. Cast the Pixie. Bounce the Shepherd back. Cast a Seam Rip. That'll slow their mana production down a little bit. Oh. No blocks. Go ahead and attack here. And I'm going to go ahead and cast the Voice of Victory. I'm not going to do anything else because if by chance they hit me with the Leatherhead Swamp Stalker and remove a counter, they're going to get rid of their Seam Rip. In response to that, I'll use the Get Lost on the Swamp Stalker. Otherwise, that alligator is just going to chew up everything we've got. That's another problem. We've got to do it. Otherwise, the game's just gonna, they're just gonna run away with the game. They're going to hit us, and then they're get rid of the Seam Rip, too. Huh. And they're going to be able to do it without even losing their hexproof counter. Yeah, there it is. We're in trouble here. Interesting. I guess they're thinking they're in good shape. Alright. Those have reach. They can block my Pixie. Ah, we're in trouble. We'll go ahead and hard cast that. Go get Momo. No attacks. Yeah, it just feels like we're a little overmatched here right now. Okay. Yeah, it's those tree folks that are problem along with the Leatherhead. Yeah, we're toast. block one of those. Block one of those. We're still going to take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they got us. Okay, on the play. Yeah, we can keep this because we have Springleaf Drum and we have the Starfield Shepherd, so we should be able to cast some stuff pretty quickly, even though we only have 2 land now, but we'll be able to get some more pretty quick here. Okay. So we can cast that. Should get it for the 1-drop. We'll go get a fairy. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. I'll go ahead and activate that. Tap that for white. Nice. And next turn, we should be able to do a couple of those. It's like we're playing against a Lifegain deck. This could get ugly. Alright. Land. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast that. I think I'm gonna get Momo there. Go to attack. Oh. That Johnny's gonna get big. We need a seam rip. Hey, look at that. We ask and we shall receive. That's huge. Do the Zenith. I think we'll go ahead and we'll create some soldiers, kind of clog up the ground, get rid of a Johnny's Pride Might there, and then yeah, we'll go ahead and attack here. And then last but not least, we'll go ahead and cast Momo. That's a pretty good turn for us. Ah. Go ahead and oops. We'll block like that. Okay. Cast that. So I'll put a +1/+1 counter. We'll make some dudes. And we'll go get a... Let's see, what do we have on the battlefield? We'll go get a Momo. It'll help us cast those from warp a little bit easier. And then we'll go ahead and attack here. Can they kill us in one turn? Alrighty. And here we go. Our guys come in to play tapped, though. That sucks. So I think we need to hold back a few blockers. I think we'll go ahead and cast Momo. Let's hard cast that. Yeah, go ahead. Nice. Alrighty. Okay, how do I want to do this? Nice. I got him to scoop. I thought I'd be doing that against them. Okay, so that was the Mono-White Momo deck, the Mono-White Aggro deck. Did pretty well. I was pretty happy with it. I like the way that we were able to hang in there against some of the control decks. Against the skeleton deck, I had some sequencing issues that I didn't do correctly, and I actually made a mistake, but you couldn't hear me say it because my microphone was down. But I accidentally used the Springleaf Drum, activated that with a creature that was on the battlefield when I also could have done that with a warp creature that was going to warp away. So that was a mistake that I made. That's some of the things with this deck that you kind of got to get used to a little bit here and there. But once you get it down, you'll be good to go. So I learned that lesson real quick. But the rest of the time, I was really happy with the way it played. It's just kind of really knowing how to sequence your cards to get the best, most optimal turn that you can get with playing the deck. Of course, we did get steamrolled by the Badger Mole Cub deck, but hey, they just had bigger creatures and they're just able to run us over too quickly. We just weren't able to adapt. But we did that to somebody else too with our stuff too. So I was pretty happy with it. So that was the way the deck played. Let's run over to Moxfield real quick and I'll show you what it costs to build in paper and on Arena. Okay, so here we are in Moxfield. And here's the deck for you. So it's running 27 creatures. You got your 4 instants, 4 artifacts, 4 enchantments. It's got the 21 lands. And then you have the sideboard with the Curious Farm Animals. That's for artifact and enchantment removal. Plus, you get a little bit of life gain that might help you against burn. Same thing with Requisition Raid for artifacts and enchantment removal. Some Graveyard Hate with Rest in Peace. Sheltered by Ghosts. Arguably, this could also go into the main deck if you wanted to. If you wanted to play that with a little bit more aggressiveness to us. Plus, it'll help you against burn decks as well, since it does get lifelink and has ward. You have Clarion Conqueror, really nice against Badger Mole Cub or anything else with activated abilities. And a couple board wipes. This is actually a clever use of the Expel the Interlopers because a lot of your creatures are really small. This you can use it to blow up creatures that have power equal to or greater than the number you choose. So it's a pretty clever use of it. So the deck costs 364 and change. You could probably cut that in half if you remove the Cavern of Souls and just put in 3 planes, but I found the Cavern of Souls are pretty nice against control decks. They keep your opponents from using counter spells. Then the deck itself on Arena, it'll run you 1 common wild card, 19 uncommons, 31 rares, and 10 mythics. That's pretty normal for a standard deck nowadays. But like I said, you can remove the 3 Cavern of Souls and that'll save you on a few of the rares there. So that's the deck there. Let's head back to Arena real quick. Well, I hope you enjoyed the deck. fun to play. It's doing pretty well in standard. It's definitely up there in the standard meta as far as one of the better decks to play. I'll make sure to leave a link to the deck list in the video description if you want to check it out for yourself. But I think that'll do it for me today. But I'll be back again soon, everybody, with more standard and also some more brawl decks. But until next time, y'all have a good rest of your day and take care. We'll see you soon.